This is cheap versus maximum pleasure, even which is the good look have fun here, which is friendly. And Golden Pit it is, and this game is something special, I've heard. It's Turks versus Poles. So maximum pleasure with the Poles, and cheap with the Turks here. Turks could struggle a bit against the Poles, basically trash Knight and Cavalier. If the Poles are able to pull off the move, because Turks only have camels to rely on, and if somehow maximum pleasure controls the middle and the gold, then no pikeman or halberdier for the Turks, they only get spearmen. Cheap did make it, I think he made it to 1500 on the ranked ladder playing only Turks. So he's obviously a solid Turks player, and Golden Pit with Turks should also be a good one. And was going to speed up this game a little bit here, but both the boars are forward, and knowing cheap, he might try to snag some of them. Wing and Hussar have bonus against gunpowder. If you say so. That might be something we'll see here as well, of course. If it turns into a Turks gold control Poles trash scenario, then the big and Hussars could certainly come into play. It's a very early scouting here for cheap though, and this snagging one of the scouting sheep will probably take the long way back home with this one. And get a little rat from whatever the Poles plan might be here. It's not unheard of to rush on these maps, because you generally have a fairly easy wall off, so Drush Fast Castle comes to mind. Okay. So they wished each other good luck, have fun. And cheap steals one sheep. That might be why he's saying okay, but it's just looping around here. Does not run into TC Fire. Could still snag the second board if he finds it. Two of them are forward. That is a fairly early loom for cheap. Maybe he's got some... Oh! Okay. Better safe than sorry, and this is right. He does not attempt to steal a boar here, just pulls back home and salvages one of the stolen sheep. Plus one sheep for cheap. Maximum pleasure. Blaming is out of the question now, and cheap might just get lucky here. I don't know if maximum pleasure is just guarding the boar to block the lure or something here. Yeah, probably. Can't lame it, so might as well just try to block the luring in and obstruct food income somehow, but cheap proceeds to push some ostrich, which could be an indication of a scouts opening for the Turks. Turks get one pierce armor already from the Dark Age, as you can see here. And Jeep will get the kill. It's a downhill hit. If he gets one hit here downhill, that's almost GG for maximum pleasure scout. He can not salvage this one. Chases the scout away and allows Jeep to take the second boar of his own freely as well. Heavy food emphasis here, only 4 on wood for Jeep. While the Poles player has the Folwark up and 4 on wood here as well. Not sure what to expect here. Both civs likely to go for the scouts, of course. Here comes the barracks. Could also be the men-at-arms towers even for the Poles here. They collect gold through mining stone, so that is definitely an option. Timing seems kind of on point as well. Doom coming in, feudal age to be clicked at any moment. No builders on gold, but going to stone here. Yeah, this should be the men-at-arms towers, I think. And I believe we are in the 1400, 1500s ELO range for this one. Militia in the making, aka Angry Housewives on my channel. Cheap now in the meantime walling off at home here. knows that maximum pleasure scout is weak, so that's not going to deny a lot of the walling here. And with proper walling, you should be keeping that early Men-at-Arms Tower's aggression away air as well. He's 21 population up for maximum pleasure. Sorry, 22 pop up, so it's not a crazy fast opening either. Like you could probably get off with 21, maybe even 20. 2 on gold for cheap. 25 pop up. This could be a fast castle attempt for the Turks here. Might even just work out. How many? One villager only? No. Yeah. Only one villager. And 3 soon to be men-at-arms move forward here. With some luck, maximum pressure could deny the last bit of wall here and enter, but Fuel Edge kicks in, Men-at-Arms will be queued once 40 gold is in place. Oh, it's still open in the back here, but that should be a fairly easily quick gate for Jeep to stop this. In Blacksmith going up as well, so this could be Men-at-Arms, Towers, and Archers combined here because of the golden combo of the stone binding for the poles. Only one villager. Tower. Could also tower the stone, which would make even more sense. The way I see it. Only one villager though. While... Excuse me. Sheep goes for the blacksmith stable here. And a fairly fast castle. Missing 300 food, but... with deer pushing and everything here, the berries even. Oh, the Men-at-Arms are in actually, so scratch that. That's an issue for Jeep. Stonewalling in the tower here, that denies 1 gold of Jeep here. Jeep still has the gold in the back, that's nice and safe in the back here. And then Men-at-Arms pulled back out for some reason. And another tower now going. Only 1 builder. What is this Men-at-Arms Tower's place? Only 1 builder. That's some solid plate in the Men-at-Arms power here too. Use only 1 freaking builder. The scouts numbers increasing for cheap here. No one's even thinking about contesting middle for the time being. This is only Fuel H on Golden Pit for now. Cheap. I was talking about fast castle here, but that's not happening. He's realized he'll need the Fuel H armies to deal with this aggression. It's only 1 tower building villager. Should be easily dealt with some army of his own for cheap here. 5 scouts against 3 Men-at-Arms, but the spearmen as well. Good addition for maximum pleasure to keep the scouts from easily sniping the Men-at-Arms. Some micromanagement, and you're good to go here. Let's have a look at the poles at home. Farming around the folwark first, because that gives an instant food boost once you complete the farm. And then probably around the TC later also. Not stressing the walls here, but getting the map at home base to keep the home economy safe. So the scouts focus down the spearmen first, now the Men-at-Arms as well, and now the only thing left is the villager. But it's only 1 villager here. Eventually she will have to pop out of the castle, and the Turks have extra pierce armor as well, so they will take less damage from arrow fire from the towers here. And except for taking Jeep off berries, which is probably why Jeep couldn't pull off the fast castle, by the way. These towers aren't really doing too much. Those scouts from Cheap now out on the move to try and get some counter aggression in, or just collect some scouting intel there. It's still open to the side here for maximum pleasure, so that could be awkward if the scouts enter. Yeah, that'll definitely be entering. The walling villager is saved through quick walls. There's one spearman here to defend. There are actually more spearmen out. Oh, quick walls don't work actually. The scouts found a point of entry, and now Cheap is going into men at arms as well to deal with the spears. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's expecting more men at arms out somewhere from the poles. And it's stone count. Increasing gold count through mining the stone, as mentioned for maximum pleasure. There's been mined enough stone to give gold for the castle age, so maximum pleasure well ahead to the castle age here with the poles. Taking some idle time at home here against Cheap, but all in all, in a good spot here. Technology lead first to the castle age here, Cheap, nowhere near. After the scouts investment and the tower's annoyance here comes a market to adjust that a little bit. The farm count for Cheap is good enough to take him to castle age here, but he'll need yeah, might need to sell some stone to get going as well. Castle for maximum pleasure, actually adjusting, selling everything to buy stone for a castle here, where that's going to go up. He hasn't been mining stone at all, and that first castle, I mean, hasn't been mining gold at all, sorry. And that first castle will either go up very much forward in the face of Cheap here, or in the middle. Cheap has some men-at-arms out, with which I'm not sure what he wants to accomplish. Some nice walling here of the home base stone of Cheap as well to deny defensive towers and quick castles for the Turks. There's another stone, but that's kind of exposed on the outside here. Castle in the middle. Golds and stones. Potential market abuse here for maximum pleasure, who currently is still queuing villagers, but yeah, you need five or six on food to keep the town center working, so I guess that's fine. I don't know why these guys decided not to work. Builds are overrated, yes. You sent a Nomad game, Arthur. Was that intended? Skip that for now, just in case it was the wrong game. No, not intended. Good. We'll take your hideout game next. Yeah, wrong rig. Dennis has done some detective work and he found a Japanese something. Spanish versus Japanese hideout game. So we thought that might be the one. But we'll see. Castle is up for the polls. That means eventually Cheap Cavalry, DC, right next to the castle as well. Should keep the stones and gold safe here. Almost unlimited access. Bohemians versus Japanese. Sounds like a monk game to me. Both were versus same guy. Okay, nice. So only two spearmen poking about here. Cheap has made it to the castle as well. It's getting the cavalry upgrades here for the Turks, light cav and knights. We'll try to get some raids in. Maybe it's still open in the back here for maximum pleasure, who didn't double check that this is going to plug it now. Okay, fair enough. Turkish knights on the way. The men-at-arms. Oh, they're inside maximum pleasure's base actually. Bulwarks here could be at risk. They provide pop space as well, so I assume if you kill the bulwarks, you lose 5 pop space as well. Just like killing houses. Nice villager micro there. Only one villager lost for either player here, so they're really defending nicely here. Defensive men-at-arms for maximum pleasure as well, who can just use the market consistently with the middle control here. 25-minute men at arms first. It's never too late, Ogedavon. You should know that. You like your men at arms. Didn't we do that just yesterday, actually? Or 2 days ago? Oh, the block! The block! The block! Nice! Gonna get the kill now, I think. If you commit. Spears and men at arms. I think maximum pleasure cleans this little forward up. As the knights' numbers are increasing and Jeep will go. Oh! Oh! There's an opening! There is an opening! So from Jeep's perspective, this castle is unbuilt, but it's completed. Please send it to Magnolia. My send me drop. Is that the islands game? Yeah, maybe we should send that. That was a grand old mess. Yeah, maybe that deserves some attention. Oh, Butch. More towers for maximum pleasure here, still mining lots of stone. It's mainly stone and gold economy for the yellow player here. And that tower denies one woodline. It will not deny the woodline in the back here though, so Jeep is still fine for now. Only lost one villager. And doubling up on the cavalry efforts here. Good rewalling here for maximum pleasure to keep the aggression out. As the knights will try to break in, of course, they have +1 attack. I think you found the right game. Nice. Ooh, another castle for the Poles here. But... oh, nice quick walls. Nice houses. Stone walls. To keep the cavalry out here. Maximum pleasure wants it safe at home here with the folwarks, and defensive castle has the middle control as well. Nothing cheap, not much cheap can do to stop that out. +2 attack is coming in, which means he could find some weak spots here and break in and get some raids on the yellow player's side. Stone wall, but it's unbuilt. Stone gate. Can we get enough knights cavalry to attack here to break through? I guess not with this stupid fast builder repair function in this game. Quick walls, stupidest idea in this game. But that's some good cavalry pressure from cheap here still. It's mainly lights. There's some light cab mixed in as camels, but with the light cab mixed in means that maximum pleasure can't go for monk defense as well either, and the knights are in it to raid here. Still pikemen now for the Poles. Middle area being protected by maximum pleasure here. Might lose home base though. This is going to be lots of dead villagers here. Lots of exposed folwark mining, farming economy here. With 3 folwarks with farms around them. And 9 villagers killed by Cheap here. 56 to 63. Cheap is going to catch up here. And force a lot of idle time on maximum pleasure's side. Lots of idle time. However, maximum pleasure has the middle. About to deplete one stone mine here, but it's heaps of resources still be taken, and he flees to the middle. Aye. Could even drop another TC if he buys another 100 wood. You'll need to mine more gold for that. Or another castle in the middle. No, forward castle it is, and that's going to be... that's just not an option. You can't build that. No can do. Oh, where are they here? Okay, we'll just make it in the middle instead. You just make sure Cheap can never access this precious stone and gold in the middle. With the Turks that are essentially dependent upon... even more? I mean, there's soon enough stone for another one here, but now Maximum Pleasure sells stone to buy whatever. And has all of the home economy essentially erased here. Still got a slight villager lead here, but all of the farms have been depleted. Poles are so OP on this map, and yeah, I'm beginning to believe that, looking at the fact that Poles will just never run out of gold in this map because they get gold through stones as well, and you could focus just on stone and still have gold access for whatever unit you plan to make. 2 TCs in the middle for maximum pleasure now. We'll have to rely on market trading to keep production going here, but we have 2 TCs producing, we have 2 castles in the middle, and we just don't even care about home base anymore. Yeah, you don't need eco for Poles to take a unique tech, that is true. And they're both gonna need a market, so the market rates are probably already questionable here. I guess that's buy and that's sell. But we'll see how it progresses. We're at minute 36 here, and Obuch attacking Man at Arm here. That should be the Obuch win. Look at Chip dancing around with light cab here. Click, 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 click. Should see the military APM. The military APM of Cheap here as he's dancing around with the light cab there to to keep the Overwatch from killing the light cab. Turk's gonna sell food, Pole's gonna buy it. Exactly. Exactly. So it's a never-ending cycle of resources here. And I guess as long as Maximum Pleasure controls the middle, that's not a problem. Because you can just buy food. It's gonna go imp here! Through market abuse. Oh boy. Oh boy. As Cheap just demolishes Maximum Pleasure's home base here, it won't really be easily able to deal with the castle, but all of the villagers alone, 25 to 3. That's the villager count for villager Eco KD count here for Cheap. 20 military to 1, no military whatsoever for Maximum Pleasure, just castles in the middle and we'll see. Yeah, Turks need to go super aggressive Janice, but how do you do that? 1 gold denied and the other gold depleted. How do you make Janissaries here? How? You can't spam Wicked Hussars without food economy though, Dennis. There's literally no food eco here for Maximum Pleasure. Oh, you mean the early game, yeah. I think that was Cheap's plan, honestly, but it got obstructed by Maximum Pleasure's Men at Arms and Towers. Maximum Pleasure even committed only 1 villager to pushing with the towers, so that was pretty ridiculous that he managed to get 3 towers up. But he did. And Cheap has a defensive castle up now, he's dealing with all the towers. He's gonna free up this gold actually, and stone. And drop it on TC to double up on the food income. You could say that polls have been kind of stopped though, but they're going to Imperial Age. Both of them are, in fact. So it might turn into a Trevor, but look at the economy here for Maximum Pleasure. So much gold and stone in the bank, and using that market, of course. The wood and stone rates especially going low here. Well, Cheap is with a ridiculous farm economy here and will be getting Hussar instantly, so he can get some real great raids in on the middle here. Turks Hussars, they have extra Pierce armor as well. So you could even dive underneath the castles here and still get villager kills as long as they don't garrison. That's the gold Turks wishes they had, yes. Third castle! In the middle. Yep, Cheap is a Turks player, for sure. Turks are unupgraded. Well, they are. They're only missing the last armor. Actually delaying the third castle quite a bit here, and Cheap has a castle. He could also drop a... He could also, if he had gold, he could drop siege workshops and start using bombard cannons from the hill. But that's not an option currently. Maximum pleasure now with trebuchets out. Still some knights and hussars here for Cheap, and he's going for the market. He is going for the market, but the maximum pleasure is... Wait, that's not a market, that's a university. Okay, maximum pleasure could be set back a little bit of this by this, unless he actually makes a new market. But then he'll have to trade wood before it's too late. He has 4 on wood somewhere. Yeah, they're here. Losing the market could be a temporary issue for maximum pleasure here. He does not have wood to replenish it. He is, however, pushing with trebs from the middle, trying to deal with Cheap's home base here, the castle being the main one in question here. But Cheap has the hill advantage. He has a trebuchet of his own now. He's getting conscription to boost the production as well. He even has hand cannoneer in the making now. Just one though. Hussars doing work here. They're sniping all the trebs, but the Overwatch are eating the Hussars as well, since they strip the cavalry units of armor once they get a hit in. Cheap is with 29 farms only, so there's a limit to how many Hussars he can spam with that kind of food income, even if he idles town centers on the way. But he will be dealing with at least one of the castles here, even if it's only one trebuchet. However, maximum pleasure could repair into infinity here. Let's have a look at the market rates again here. That's some fun numbers to watch there. Obuch in mass for maximum pleasure here, but hand cannons for Cheap to keep the infantry units away, of course. Even that bombard cannon, so Cheap is able to muster some gold here, but that's because he could sell food to get gold income, or stone, or whatever. No, maximum pleasure sells stone, so Cheap could probably buy stone for castles at the cheap cost as well. Yeah, he'll be able to get castle up through just selling food and buying stone, I think. If he needs to. And since maximum pleasure has been in the middle all the time, there's gold to be taken at his home base, and Cheap just relying on the grey color here to be invisible on the map. Doesn't look like maximum pleasure is realizing that Cheap is stealing his gold. So that's where Cheap is getting all his gold now. He's mining it right next to maximum pleasure's home base TC. Oh, nice. Bomber cannon is out. Castle still stands, of course. Maximum pleasure will never run out of stone for repairs, so you'll need a lot of trebs and bomber cannons to take out this one. Romantic gold pile, indeed. Surely he has to see that on the minimap. There's some grey movement, but that could be just... Yeah, you should see at some point. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Used to pick grey all the time back in the Black Forest game. I have 2 words for you, Dennis. Alt-G. Then grey doesn't serve you well anymore. Oh, it's the trap with the sniper bomber can. No. No. How long is Cheap going to harvest this gold uninterrupted? It's like 8 times 6, 48. 4,800 gold here. That's no joke. That's no joke at all. Actually, let's have a look at the economy stats here for a moment. Cheap is half the gold of maximum pleasure. But that's increasing because of that collection ratio. Nobody uses Alt-G on Team Black Forest. Well, you should if a player picks Grey just to hide in the terrain. Butch in mass here. Will they get close enough to the bomber cannons and the hand cannoneers? The numbers are matched here, but Maximum Pleasure decides not to chase. Cavalier is in for cheap, and Maximum Pleasure has to be wondering, how is he getting all this gold? Well, market rates aren't too bad. Cheap can sell 100 food and get 263 gold back, so it's pretty good market rates. Robinson. Everything around to hunt down sneak villagers. Oi, 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 Arsak with the gift subs. You're going wild, man. Thank you, thank you. So, we're gonna hear a lot of alerts here now, and you're not gonna hear me talking about the game at all. I am sorry about that. I am not too sure how to... still haven't found a way to adjust the volume, but let's just keep talking here. As Cheap is pushing back the middle here. And he is about to lose one castle, but who cares when you have still have all this gold, and actually is going to run out of stone, but with the market trades here, he will be able to buy new stones. Master Macintosh. Yeah, just for the record, thanks for the raid, Master Macintosh. This is my own recording of the in-game team, my arrangement, if you want to say. And thanks, Des. Good shout. Is Cheap somehow pushing this back? Just a moment here. I'm going to see if... not to remove all of the lovely horn sounds here, but just muting them for a quick moment here. Thank you so much for the... what was it? 10 gift subs, Arsak? And then he's saying this in the lot really just open the OnlyFans, Arsak. Only farms, you mean, of course. As we have a big... That has to be... Did I miss that? It's a big bomber cannon shot or something over here. Nice. Hand cannoneers or Overwatch dying like masses. Okay, let's get the other books back on. Hope it works. Suddenly everything got so silent. We're back with the in-game sounds here. Thanks again to Master Macintosh for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. We are watching a pretty epic Golden Pit game here with Turks surviving without gold and the middle because of the fact that Maximum Pleasure has been using the resources in the middle to trade like a madman and and allow the Turks to sell food for gold. Game of Thrones, yes. Exactly. Hope I didn't break the alert system by stopping. Yeah, never mind. They're both expanding to the sides here, but Cheap is with a decent amount of bomber cannons now. He has artillery in as well, as you can see. With +2 range for the bomber cannons. That is not something you joke around with. Would like to test the alert system? Oh, I would like to test the alert system. Yeah, let's just give one. Random one. To match the madness here. How do I even do that? Here we go. Oh, okay. Thanks for the sellout, Dennis. It worked. It works. I ate bomber cannons. And it's perfect that Tech Chariot was the one winning the lottery now, because Tech Chariot is an Imperial Age arena player himself. Oh, and just as we reach the 1 hour mark, we have 11 gift subs total from Isaac, who also donated $100, marked either beer money or arena tourney, and of course that's going to go into the arena tourney. I guess we're going to call it the Arena Classic or something. Arsak, we need to have some name for it and get someone to make a poster. I don't think it can be an express tournament. I think we'll just go with it and make sign-ups and try to get some of the big boys in as well. Or whoever wants to join. I don't mind. Let's just make lots of brackets and have fun with it. Yep. We'll definitely talk about settings. You know that better than me, so I'm happy to oblige in that. And I'll match your prize money as well, so we have a decent chunk to attract players. I heard some rumors about an S-tier arena event getting turned down the funding, so that's really sad. So we need to make something happen. Yeah, the options you showed me were amazing, Arsak. I can't believe this game though. I have to get a little bit back to the game. Cheap now with 10 bomber cannons, 24 hand cannoneers, 110 builders. He somehow survived this against Maximum Pleasure. He's trying to push back as well, because Maximum Pleasure still has some presence in the middle. He's hit tons of gold. And freaking Grey Collar, man. Freaking Grey Collar is still hiding here. So Maximum Pleasure has forgot his gold, has gold at home at all. He's no food eco, he is pretty decent wood eco at this point, but he is going to die to mass artillery bomber cannons here. The castles have 8+3 range, the artillery bomber cannons have 14 total, so they outrange the castles by a factor of 3. Arbalists are in for Maximum Pleasure though, and they're all making huge masses of army here. Huge masses of army here in the... Yeah, they're sharing it. No, he's still fighting! He's still fighting! He's still fighting! Kill! Kill him! Get him! Yes! I'm not going to drink to every dead villager, but that's one that deserved it. More fighting? Yeah! What a mess. Get off my gold. Exactly. Oh, cheap with a massive KD here though. He has Hussars now with full upgrades. And he has, he's actually going to challenge these small arms masses here now, because he has Hussars with huge Pierce armor. Bomber cannons down to 4 though. How did Maximum Pleasure deal with that? Maybe in carelessness of Cheap or something, but Cheap now going to assume the middle. He could probably buy a castle at this point, because the stone is dirt cheap. He could buy a castle and assume some presence in the middle here. And this is Golden Pit for you. So much stones and golds, and I don't even know what to say. This is... A Hussar casually spawned here. Oh, this is a stable. Ah. Oh, yellow. How did I see these things? How did I see all of this stuff? Akkal would resign as both players hit team couple. That's not even a couple, that's fact. Uh-oh. Hand cannoneers versus Arbs. Who wins this? Do the hand cannoneers get range from artillery? No, they don't. But Hussars still do alright. Hand cannoneers for the Oberch, bomber cannons for the Arbs, and maybe Oberch as well. Cheap really pushing back the middle here, and what a mess of a game this is. And it's using villagers, because he has lots of them anyway. He's using the villagers. Bonus maybe even... No, I didn't get sappers, but if they even get it, that's Turks. But he's going to use villagers to take down these sneak stables on the side of Maximum Pleasure, who probably doesn't even have that unique tech in for the cavalry. What the heck is going on here? Too easy for both players. Eco KD well off the charge for cheap here is a higher KD in total. He has slightly more villagers as well, and those market trades still going on here. Oh yeah, is this stable going down yet? Cheap doesn't even bother resorting to walls. He wants to kill them with villagers because he has so many villagers taking up his base anyway. Bombard cannons. Uh-oh, you have massive range, but you're being punished by the Arbalists here. So much things. Look at the military APM here now for maximum pleasure especially. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. We can even look at the military situation here. And the resource situation. Probably not too interesting. But back to standard. The real victim in this game is the market. Yeah, it's been abused like crazy. Absolutely bonkers. Split micro for maximum pleasure in the middle here, and now maximum pleasure with the fully upgraded arms here. Nah, not fully upgraded, missing some armor. No chemistry, he doesn't have chemistry either. What is this? He's still killing though, he has ballistics in, which is arguably more important. Oberch, Arbalest, still 2 castles standing for maximum pleasure here. The scores are pretty darn even as well, and the stable kinda going down. Stone walls are on this stable, so nope, that Hussar is trapped. He's just staring at the wall and doesn't know what to do. Bombard cannons back on track here. I wish we could have seen the market stats for 1v1 because this would be absolutely ridiculous. The market trade rates like you have in Team Race. Hey, I will heal you 12. Welcome. Yeah, if you would patrol into the villager mass, the arms would do better, probably. Cheap is really dominating in the KD department here, though. Almost twice the kills. Is this... Yeah, this is not going to turn into a no-wood game, is it? There's still wood left on the map, lots of that. We might actually come to a point where there's barely gold left in the middle. 43 arbs for maximum pleasure here. How long is this game going to go on for? I mean, there's not really any defined winner here. Maximum pleasure is holding on like a true champ. And has some farming eco now getting back on track here around the folwark. So that's going to boost the food for each completed farm, as you can see as well. Dennis, we're not going to see the winged hussars here quite yet, I think. But maybe eventually we'll get to them. Oh, that bombard cannon hit though! And almost one-shotting the range here as well. At this point, I'd almost rather have the Portuguese arquebus instead for the accuracy. But, split micro, orbs, 6+3 range though, and bomber cannons are 12+2. So orbs should never really be able to hit the bomber cannons here. As maximum pleasure still has 2 castles going, still mining gold like a madman in the middle. And finally chased away the grey villagers on his main gold as well, or his main golds, so they are going down. Can't even believe both players are holding out here, how they're able to produce their units. Right now it looks like maximum pleasure has a better eco rolling here, but Cheap has the hussars. He could raid yellow into oblivion here. These villagers are still struggling to take down the stable. And wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Boom, it's down. His long distance mine go. Oh shit, yeah, maybe it thinks. Maybe he's mixing up his own mining camp or something. As the hussars, Chip deleted the stable to try and get the hussars out there, and that's going to take forever. They deal 1 damage per hit or something like that. 3 damage maybe. Oh man. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8 tiles or something there. Castle in the middle for Cheap now. Cheap is going to take the gold back for the Turks here. Make Turks great again. Gotta use this emote. As an oh man emote. Brain damage. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. I think Maximum Pleasure is finally losing all the presence in the middle here now, but in the meantime, he's been able to get some food eco rolling on land. He has light cab in, could maybe even trade into winged hussars as well. I don't remember that upgrade cost, but he'll need a little bit more food, no matter what. If that's the plan, winged hussar against this Turks composition. Not the worst idea ever. This is why people need to unban Arena, they would know better how to push post-imp. Well, my Arena games don't go post-imp either, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I don't ban Arena though, I don't ban any maps. Yeah, I know Winged Hussar costs more gold, it's like 800 gold or something, I think, or 700 gold. That's castle down, okay. Middle reclaimed by the Turks here. Our blessed mass still absolutely ridiculous here, and yeah, no pushing cheap space. This farm economy. Imagine having some economy running here. Yeah, Orsak, I really enjoy casting creative arena games, but I also live and thrive for early rushes like Arabia or Serengeti and that sort of thing, so I'm transferring that to Arena through Tower rushes, which I know you love, so that's basically my only play on Arena these days. Tower rush into scouts with Cubans, and to be fair, before the recent patch that increased the stable price a little bit, I actually almost beat a 1900 Smurf in the 1v1 with that play, so it works. Probably 50% of the time. T-West has a Drush on Arena video. Ow. Sounds nasty. Bomber cannons going down again for cheap here, but it's getting some solid splats on Maximum Pleasure's Armless Army, and I think Maximum Pleasure just is realizing the situation is lost now. It's only one on gold. He has gold in the bank, yes, but he's lost the mid control and can't really reclaim it off Turks at this point. And that ends this mess of a game. One very gold-dependent civilization and one not so gold-dependent or civilization which can mine stone to get gold, and it's all about the market. And let's have a look at the stats here. Wonder if we can even... I don't think we can see the market stats here, but the score... We're gonna go through it. Gonna get a beer from game? Yes, you're up next, Arsak. Sounds good. Sounds good. Artillery at 50 minutes for GP. Look at the gold income here. This is mainly... I mean, Maximum Pressure was mining stones of gold, but Jeep was just selling resources. And getting back into it there. Food, eco, selling food for gold, right? That shows in the income. It shows income when you trade resources at the market. KD as well, 582 to 371, raising 74 buildings. That's just ridiculous. But I think one of the sneaky moves that Cheat made to move into Maximum Pleasure's base and mine his gold as well, that was actually an indirect gold boost that really helped the tech switches at some point in with their elite which for maximum pleasure actually came in there. $73 to 130 builders in the end, so better eco situation for cheap after all. Sneak mining camp was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. I.